What is up, my Fort Mitchell neighbors? Happy back to school season. My kids went back to Blessed Sacrament on, I guess it was Tuesday. I know Beechwood started the week before, and nobody knows how we got here. The year's flying by, and I'm going to go over some Fort Mitchell happenings, some stuff that's going on. But first, you should be getting your September edition of the Fort Mitchell Neighbors magazine. Here's me. Here's the stats that are going on active and pending in Fort Mitchell. I'm going to go over those live with you today. Probably some updates that are newer than the data that you're going to see here. And if you scan that QR code right there at the bottom, it's going to take you to this right here where it's going to go over some of the stuff we're talking about today with the scooters in Fort Mitchell. You'll have access to the online flip book that I'm showing you here. You'll see this video that I'm recording right now. You'll see that right here. You'll also see some sales data from 2025 and 2026, just so you can see how the market's doing, that sort of thing. But first, talking about news in Fort Mitchell, e-bike regulations in Fort Thomas and Fort Mitchell happening right now. And if you go to 41017 Neighbors, it'll take you right here to this. You can see this article. You can see the actual ordinance, City of Fort Mitchell, Kenton County, where it talks about what they're doing with the scooters. You can also see that Fort Mitchell has decided to end the flock camera contract, where they take pictures of your license plates, find out who you are, where you are, what you're doing there, and who you're with. So love it or hate it, that's the news. Let's talk about what's happening in the market right now. I'm going to go here. Here's what's pending in Fort Mitchell right now. We've got 143 Birdsall Avenue. That thing is pending. Nobody knows what it's sold for. It was an auction style property, needed a little bit of work. Had a reserve on that auction, so we'll be reporting back next month telling you what that sold for. Fountain Place condo across from the post office on Buttermilk. They were asking $229,900. They're pending after 48 days. Here we go. 401 Highland. It's the back of Highland. I'm guessing the odd numbers are on the right. So $337,000 is what they were asking. Took them 10 days to get a contract on that 2-bed, 2-bath. We'll see what they ended up taking for that one. In other news, pending. Okay, Crystal over at Pivot Realty had this one listed at 36 Woodlawn. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath, finished basement, listed at $385,000. I can tell you right now, it was a revolving door over there. This one was hot, and it was a great listing. So can't wait to report back on how that one went and what it sold for. Unfortunately, can't share the actual pending price until it actually closes. This one's mine, 15 Idaho Avenue, right there next to Blessed Sacrament, fully done up with kitchens, floors, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, nice place, detached 1-car garage. We were listed at $419,000 on the market for 4 days, and that one should be closing next month in September. Pleasant Ridge Avenue, 3-bed, 3-bath at $420,000. It was on the market for 2 weeks and went pending. Actually, it says it was pending when submitted. I'm wondering if that means that we'll have to dig into that one a little bit. Shouldn't have been 14 days on the market if it was pending right away. Tim over at Coldwell Banker, 88 Thompson Avenue, 4 days on the market, $530,000 list price. We'll see what it sold for as a 4-bed, 3 full bath, and 1 half bath there. Thompson House has sold a few times. 22 Highland, right across from Oak Street on Highland Avenue. 6-bedroom house with 2 full baths and a half bath, unfinished basement. Asking $550,000, under contract in 11 days. Let's see what they got later. Says here that this flexible floor plan could be used as a 6-bedroom plus an office, or you could have a 7th bedroom. What in the world? That is a lot of bedrooms in a house for $550,000 at least. So that's what's pending right now in the Beechwood School District. Let's check out. Let's go here and see What's the market been doing in 41017, right? So we got 41017, Crestview Hills, Lakeside Park, Edgewood, Fort Mitchell, Crescent Springs, Villa Hills. And then we've also in these stats here, we got Fort Wright Park Hills as well. All right, and there is zero new construction in this. Villa Hills has Sanctuary Village. Fort Mitchell has the Pinnacle off of Grandview. New construction can really skew the data when it comes to price and days on market because those sit on the market for a while until they're complete and then they get marked sold or pending. And then price points are just different. So if you own a house in Fort Mitchell, you're not really worried about what somebody's paying for new construction as much as what it's sold for on the resale. This is what's going on year to date. 333 homes have sold. Last year, same time, it was 308. So we have sold more homes this year than we did last year at the same time. Median price point, $358. Last year, it was $340. So we're up about $18,000. I don't know, what is that 3%, 4 or 5% or so. I'll have to do the math, but looks like our days on market here are 7 on a days on market range in that median. Last year it was 5. So homes are taking slightly longer to sell, but they're selling for, a few percentage points higher. Here's another interesting stat that I think most homeowners need to know, and this is broad scale here, not just in this area. But look here, first 30 days on market, 252 of the 333 homes sold, and they sold for an average of 98.8% of their original price. So they listed it, they got almost what they were asking for on average. If you overshot your number, if you overpriced your house and it took you 30 or 60 days to sell it, you're getting 92 to 93% of that original price. So, long story short, pricing in this market, when the interest rate environment is high, home prices are high, and buyers are hesitant, you've really got to hit that number right, because if you start to creep past, look at the average days on market for this, 21 to 32 days. You start to creep past the average days on market for resale, people start to ask that magic question that you can't put a number on, and that's, why hasn't this house sold and what's wrong with it? So if they start asking that question, you got a lowball offer coming your way, more than likely. Not always, right? But so there's some news for you. Go check out 41017neighbors.com. That'll take you right here. You can see that scooter ordinance thing. Heck, that's probably how you found this video in the first place. But share it with your friends. Every month, we're putting some stats out there for you so that you can see what's going on in the neighborhood, see what's happening. Happy back to school. Happy back to football weather, tailgating, and all that good stuff. How in the world we got to August yet, nobody knows. It's a mystery. But Hoo Day, go Tigers. Yeah, we'll see you guys in September.